all anew. Treat yourself to
at your side, Majesty. Side by side. We'll kick those black...
The Lyrian corps neared Alta. As on that day, Aldersburg...
Aha! There she is! Queen Meve!
Mockery I don't appreciate.
I wouldn't dare. Not my words, those. You've been painted thus in song. To be perfectly honest, for I hadn't the pluck, nor resolve. And when all the...
You called it...
Baldwin. Ah, growing like a weed he is. And the spitting image of his old man.
Good news all.
She's now...
your lawful wife...
Hard to say in truth. I've not seen her in some time.
You work hard, I'm certain. Many a night, too.
You might say so.
He's here with me.
Ah.
No. In coronet and robes. A lesson for...
My dear. We'll sign a truce. The Blackclads will turn tail towards home.
I'm perfectly satisfied with them, thank you. And I just wish other folk would respect...
Meve. You're one hell of a warrior. But you're no strategist at all. Measures are required. Preventive. Preemptive.
Enough. I'll help you take Aldersburg, but then I'll go home, where... But...
My scouts report a small Nilfgaardian force approaching from the south. They've stayed off...
Who?
I've no notion. Could be a mage. Devilishly unpredictable, that lot. Could wreak havoc in our ranks.
I shall see to...
Are you sure? You've just arrived. Must be weary after the long journey.
An understatement if I ever heard one. But I wish all this to...
Meve set out after the Nilfgaardians immediately, a cavalry escort in tow. Her unmatched scouts, who had led the army through the mountains of Mahakam and Angren swamps, quickly found the enemy's trail.
This way, Your Grace!
The common tongue.
I do, Your Majesty.
You also know who you deal with, I...
Kaldvin, Your Majesty.
At last. A Nilfgaardian name I can pronounce. So, Kaldwin. It seems this war will reach its end in 2 days' time at the most.
It would, my lady.
Precisely. I've spilled enough blood. Now tell me. You carry...
A letter.
Urgent to the point of
No, Your Majesty.
My. A letter from Emir himself. You must be...
A simple messenger, Your...
Don't lie. I know messengers, how they travel. Alone.
For I often carry orders the recipients don't wish to perform. Thus the escort.
Give me the letter.
I've sworn to deliver it to General Ebda.
Oh, very well. My translator shall read this letter, then return it to you.
And if I refuse...
Guess.
So be it.
Meve's translator cracked the seal and read. And that...
Truly. And Kaldwin, consider this your luck...
And that is...
That when you hand him the letter...
As Kaldwin and escort set off towards Aldersburg, the Lyrian soldiers looked at their queen with... General Epdahi had prefaced Lyria's and Rivia's invasion with a series of arrogant demands. The Nilfgaardian had been impudent, as he had felt sure he'd achieve a quick and decisive victory. Yet several months on, he too received an ultimatum. One signed by Emperor Emir var Emreis himself. The missive was concise and left no room for interpretation. With General Epdahi dead, the Nilfgaardian army descended into chaos. The kings of the north, united, took advantage and struck at the foe. Their victory was complete. The Nordling forces cheered their commanders and monarchs, but for none so vehemently as the one queen among them. Many dream of achieving the impossible. Meve had done it. Through wit, determination, and boldness, she had thwarted the Nilfgaardian invasion. The queen would rule for many more years. Stern, yet ever just.
Ah! So alas saved the North from the Blackclads.
That is one way to put it.
Well, I'll be damned. And a chap She find herself one in the end?
Leave it be. Bloke's been spinning the tale all night. Story's done. Time we got some shut-eye.
Yes. Particularly as we've yet a long road before us.
Phew. Throat must be parched as old leather after all that. Except, I'm itching to know what happened to the lot of them. Reynard, Gascon.
Ah, very well. Whom shall we start with? Willem? He worked hard to regain his mother's trust and respect, took on many daring missions regardless of the risks. The lad who Nilfgaard had wielded as a tool now sowed terror along its borders, and appeared a successor most worthy of Meve. Gascon was buried with honors of the most refined yet mournful sort. His peer lords themselves bore the casket, soldiers in parade dress beat the funeral drums, and a new stone figure appeared beside the Brossard family vault, the very pointer from their crest, a ducal crown upon its head. Though Nilfgaard owed its defeat chiefly to Meve, in the Empire her name was uttered with utmost respect. Returning soldiers spoke in awed tones of her courage and generosity, referring to her as Gwaedin, the tenacious one. Once the Scoia'tael had withdrawn from the northern realms, non-rebel elves and dwarves emerged from the woods. Though they returned to their homes in human communities, they lived in fear of their neighbors, aware that the next massacre would eventually come. And Meve? As I said, she ruled with an iron hand, not fist. Reynard ever at her side, tempering, supportive. No longer a general and trusted advisor, he had to the Queen become something more. Much, much more. And now, if you'd allow me...
Course. Leave him be, lads. Let him get some rest. Till the time comes for the next tale.